on that straight and narrow. Like he got a vision, he got a plan, and he gonna execute it. And that's what you got to do in life: execute your plans.
Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Neighbor Black Podcast. This is Big Boy the Boss, aka the money quarterback, making plays with the money. What up, Bit?
What it do, everyone? Stop telling people how to do them and do you instead. What's up, little bro?
What up, Chosen Man's in the building.
Hit the building.
We got Frank in the building too. What's up with you?
What's good, gang?
Man, we've been out here, man. We've been gone for a couple weeks, man. We miss just being in here having conversation, man. A lot been going on in life, though, you know, like rest in peace to our knees. Like, it's been a lot of things going on, you know, like life crazy, how fast life can be and how short life can be. Because that was like the youngest funeral I ever been to in my life, you know. Going to a 13-year-old funeral is different.
Very different, because you see a lot of like young people there, and most of the time you're at the funeral, you see a lot of like the older crew, like, you know, like the 40 and up, because like they know this person or whatever. It's like you see these kids and they're like, oh God, like it's very sad. Now you see like some people taking it well, some people like you don't even know how they take it because they're so young. So they don't even know really what's really gonna happen, you know, in life. They just like we just out here, and like 10 years from now they'll be able to more receive what's going on right now, I believe.
Yeah, because when you're young, you don't even think about where it's a totality. Like when you young, you think about you could respawn like in the game, like Grand Theft Auto, you can respond, but real life you don't respond. Like once it's over, it's over.
It's
so
over.
like that's why we believe in just doing what you got to do. And what we were just talking about before, how much things we done did, because we realized early in life you only got one life to live. So might as well try to do is everything you always thought about doing. I'm gonna do comedy one day because I'm very funny, you know.
If you say so. If you say so. But I want to go back to Ariana real fast, because I feel like it was like I didn't know her well, because I feel like that makes me feel like, man, like, you know, it's like you want to get to know your family more, because like even though you be so busy in your own individual life or whatever, you're like, man, like you never expect that to happen, because you see that picture that we had probably about 5 months prior. We was at the it was in the Sand Hill or whatever, I believe, the cook-off or whatever, and like we took that good picture or whatever. Like everybody just so good and so healthy or whatever. Like what 5 months can really change in anyone's life. And just like how with my cousin Greg or whatever, it's like it just was good. We were just sitting together, chilling, talking Thanksgiving, Christmas and stuff. The thing, you know, the next year he don't make it to Christmas. I don't believe, you know, and like you just never know what's gonna happen in life. That's why like what we was doing with our family page and all that stuff, and just trying to document stuff or whatever. You just never know who not gonna be here, so you would just love to see these people from all the time.
Do you check out the family page sometimes, Jalen, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope though. Like Frank been on there and stuff like that. Y'all remember the 4th of July when you had beat him?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Unsimp birthday.
Yeah, super
I
dope.
was
Yeah,
behind
Frank
the
with that
camera
too.
on that one-on-one game.
Yeah,
you
you was
know.
behind the camera. Frank with
Exactly.
around, man.
Yeah, he really a cameraman.
I'm really behind the scenes, you know.
Everybody know who the best hooper is out the brothers.
That's
Nah,
not though. I had no shoes on, but I did.
had on Crocs.
I mean, you had on Crocs with a back to them, so they was staying on your feet or
Jalen
whatever.
had them Crocs in sport mode.
Exactly. He had them.
And I had my toe hanging out. Them was my old Crocs. Like, come on.
Jalen couldn't even got close to beating me, man. He never got close to beating me.
Anyway, but I want to go back to like talking about this family or whatever, and like just like I just have learned, and just I believe now like every family is not like your genuine. Like I feel like I had genuine love for my family or whatever. And like I always like think if I see my family snaps or whatever, I just be so happy to see them living or whatever they doing. It's like I don't get to talk to my family a lot, because like I say, you just inside of your own life trying to build your own dreams, and you forget that like life is always fleeting, and like you love these people, but I guess you love them from a distance more than you love them up closer, because like he's so busy. Because like for my last 3 weeks, I've been putting together like Jalen and Grandma video or whatever. So like every day I get out of work, I spend about 4 hours doing that. That's why, you know, doing this stuff is like what it would cost really though to do this kind of stuff. It's like a lot of money. Like we did that video or whatever. Like how long it took me to do. You know how much like the value that you really can put on that. And that's why I love being able to do it for your grandma, because like we just know our whole life. Like just get to learn more about how this process goes and what you got to put into it. So like, I know once they see it, hopefully they love it. But I think I love just watching it, because like I say, it's like I know these people from afar, because I knew them when I was 18, and I still know them. But it's like I haven't really saw them a lot. But like just seeing them like live their life and just enjoy
We all done just grew
grandma.
in age and stuff like that. I saw a picture on that like montage at the end where like Jalen was a baby on there, and that's just how life is.
Did you even watch the montage there?
No, I ain't watched it yet.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a munch out. Mama had that munch out going at the back or whatever.
Oh, you talking about on the yeah? I seen where they was living in and all that. It's like it's crazy. Like, they was living in a house with only 2 bedrooms.
Is that you see? It was busted down, but like a red house. You see the outhouse?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like just
My
progression of
great-grandma had
life.
one of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just see how the progression of life, and like you see these pictures or whatever. It's like, whoa, like you see Miss Minnie when she was probably in her 60s, maybe her 40s, and like you see some of the same people around her, like they just growing. Like I said, like you never even notice people. I think you moving with it, yeah. Closely, I think you heard that in the mic. But anyway, like you see these people just growing in life or whatever. Like they kind of their features getting a little older, but they still the same people. And that's why I always know like y'all boys 10 years younger than us or whatever. But like y'all 22, but like y'all always gonna still feel 22, but your body just ain't gonna be 22 no more.
Yeah, so cause you gonna still have the same dreams you always had. That's why we not try to push y'all, but like tell y'all try to find your passion as fast as you can, so you can go already towards that. Like we knew we wanted to try to get on TV and just to be doing like stuff like this when we was y'all age, but we didn't even know how to even start that, you know. And then we learned about podcasts, and we've been wanting to start a podcast, but it took a while to start it. But like once you find your passion, you can put everything you got into it already, you know. Like the people that young, like the YouTubers, for example, they able to put all their passion into something early in life, and then you reap the benefits at the end. Because like you so free when you young, like y'all got a lot of freedom. Like we was talking about, like the bills and stuff like that. You don't gotta pay all them, because when they start, they don't end.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to go backwards. It's hard to have your own and then go back to living with somebody that can control you. Like you don't want your parents to control you because you feel like you're grown, but you live in their house. They do control you. They literally. Need them.
That's just like having to go to your job or whatever. Like they kind of in control of your time while you're there because you need them to pay you that money. So you got to kind of do what they say while you're there, even though like maybe you don't even care about the job. But I got to do what they say, because if I don't, they ain't going to give me what I need. And like I say, with your parents or whatever, it's like I need a place to stay that's going to allow me the benefit of not having to really like stress. Because like think about it, like I told you, what I pay a money in rent, that'd be crazy to your lifestyle. You're like, how would I do that and still live my lifestyle? I couldn't. But like I say, once you get to an age of when you're grown up, you make it happen.
Yeah.
It's just what it is, and that's how it's got to be. That's why I say, like, you know, you grow up in your own time, but I mean, life is fleeting, because like you just never know. Les Brown said you here today and you gone today. Like you were saying, your cousin died recently or whatever.
Cancer.
How old they were?
He was at least 42.
Yeah, that's super young. Like in that 22, you may think 42 old, but we 32 now, and you realize how young 42 is, because think about it, your grandma was 80. Well, she is 80, like at her birthday or whatever. Like that's a long life to live, and imagine her living to 105. That's 25 more years. It is, and that's a long time.
Long generations or whatever. It's valuable knowledge or whatever. Like you see that, and like you see, like, man, I can hopefully get to that point one day. Because like people, I work with an older man now. And he like, I always tell him like, I ain't throwing shots at you for being old. Like I like seeing what you doing. Because I want to get to your point at some point in time in my life. I want to be able to be 62 and just like look at how the world I went to at 62. Because I want to live a long time. I want to make whatever I'm doing big as I can.
Do y'all like look at y'all jobs as something y'all can retire from, or just something that's a stepping stone to where you trying to get to?
For me, I would say it's just a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mine, I could retire, but like, it's like I know it's more out there that I can do to achieve goals, or like you
Just
said,
make your life better.
Yeah.
Do you even know exactly what you want to do yet?
Nah.
Go to one.
Like, what I really want to do, like, I want to say I do that Twitch junk, but that's not mainly everything I want to do. It's like so much more than just video games and all that other stuff I want to do. Like,
so you see people getting money from video games, like I maybe can get that, but that ain't my passion.
yeah,
But you'll do it for
you
free
gotta
though.
find something that's your passion then.
yeah, for sure.
Like T Grizzly make that money off GTA though.
Exactly. But I'm saying he don't find something that's his passion. Like he got a loyal fan base though, cause like you need a fan base too. Because I listen to Jason Lee. You know he got the Hollywood Reporter or whatever. Like if you got 100,000 fans and they all buy a T-shirt from you and you sell them for $40, then they can do the math. Like he said, that's a lot of damn money you making or whatever. Like I said, you just need a big fan base of people that's gonna support you and like monetarily, like views wise, like just sending you stuff. Cause like it'll be so nice just sponsorship and all that kind of stuff. Everybody need that, and like that don't helps a lot. on the side end, because like you ain't always got all the things you need or whatever. You can't even always know about all the stuff you really need to know about. But you got everybody from different directions throwing you stuff and just helping you out. And that's why I don't think about this. If you that's why it's good to sign, like if you were signing with a record deal, because a lot of these people not even smart enough to even know how to do a record deal, do business yet, because they ain't been in the game long enough. So you kind of need to sign with somebody that already know how to do business. Because like I say, then you can learn how to do business, then you can do your own business. But if you try to jump in the game doing your own business, that's how you get messed up. And now you talking junk about the people that, hey, they just doing business. They know how to do it better than you.
Yeah.
That's just life.
They got people like, now some rappers come in smart. Like they come in with the knowledge of, I ain't signed no record deal. I'm gonna keep doing me until like the opportunity right, or I might just be that rapper and I'm doing the signing. I got my own label, because it's multiple rappers that's doing that now.
Like, be like NBA Youngboy.
Yeah,
NBA Youngboy makes so
outlier,
much
though.
money.
He's an outlier though. How many people can have a fan base that like he can do whatever he want to do and they don't even care?
Yeah, you gotta build it though. It's like a Corey Holcomb.
But that's hard to do though.
It's hard to do that. But it's like if you want to not sign to a label, you gonna have to do that, because you gotta be in the streets. Then you gotta have the streets love you not to sign a label, because the streets love somebody that's independent and not with a label. Not like on the radio every day, because it's like for some reason
how hard it is to get the streets to love you though.
Yeah, it's hard.
Really, you got to be consistent.
Yeah, consistent, and the streets gotta still love your consistency and love your content.
You got to be talented, consistent. Just know like what pocket of music, like what pocket of music you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. What genre, like what style,
like,
and
what
like
style is gonna really make you go up in the music industry.
But really, that ain't even like what's something that you can say though, because you got to do what the people like. Really, because like you want to do the stuff you want to do, but like I say with Drake, like he can like come out here and just start rapping hard. But people quote unquote ain't gonna want that from him. They know what they want from him, and that's why he gonna give them what they want, and that's why he on top, because he give people what they want, and that's why like I think about that with the podcast. Like we gotta give people more of what they want instead of like the stuff that we think we should give them.
So it's like for the people, we want to tell the people like who you want on the podcast. Let us know. Just hit us up. Because we'll bring them on if they want to show up. Like, we love to talk to anybody that want to come on the show that actually has a story or, like, a business or a creative. We love that, We love talking to people. People love talking to us. We're a whole vibe. Because you know what we do the most? We bring value, man. Check us out, man. NavyBlackPodcast.com. You can get a shirt when you need it. But leading into, like, just being the creative and entertainment, what's been going on with Kyrie is wild. Just off a tweet. Link to a movie. What is the movie called? Hebrews
to Negroes.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it because, like you see, it was $11.99.
It's kind of like pricey for.
That's why I was like,
a
whoa,
rental.
I was thinking more like
$50 for a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like who? When the last time you paid for a movie? $50. I guess if you go to the movies though, you pretty much spend like $50. You go to the movies.
I mean, yeah, with my lady.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what all you getting at the movies too. Like, cause like the tickets is like $14.
But y'all going to see Black Panther?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going with my mom and them to see that.
I already bought my tickets.
Oh yeah.
Get my tickets Wednesday, on Friday.
I gotta find me somebody to go with.
Are y'all? So, did y'all watch the first Avatar?
Oh, I can't wait for Avatar to come out.
Yes.
Y'all was kids when the first Avatar came out.
We were like seniors in high school, right?
No, we was like freshmen in college. Because I remember watching that when I went to the 3D theater. I was in Myrtle Beach. I was a freshman year in college. But how old y'all was then? Probably about...
That movie came out in 2009. I was 9.
Yeah, so like y'all remember it, but y'all don't remember it like that.
As much as that show, movie been on TV.
You don't watch it a lot of times on TV, right?
I know that movie front to back. Like,
But I'm just saying, I guess y'all watched it from a different vantage point. Y'all watch it from a kid vantage point. We watch it from like a grown.
You talking about watching it from a vantage point, saying like how big it was when it was really on the scene, popping. But y'all probably remember that how big it was when it first came out.
For sure.
Yeah, but they're like 9. You just look at everything just different.
Yeah, we looked at it as a child.
Yeah, it's a child perspective. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's crazy. That's why, like LeBron James, for example, we don't get back to like the Kyrie, Hebrews, and Negroes, but like LeBron, for example, y'all was born like 2000. So LeBron started in the league in 2003, and y'all don't remember him from the start. It's funny.
He always been in the league your whole life, right? To you.
Yeah, like, he never saw a league when LeBron wasn't playing. They don't remember that.
I can tell you right now, the only thing I can remember is I started as a Heat fan because I seen Dwayne Wade when I was 6. playing against Dallas.
Yep, that's crazy, right?
That's
you feel me?
That's what I remember of basketball.
Yeah, they don't remember that. That's crazy because like LeBron James, we remember when the win of LeBron James, but he been in there so long. It's like he been there so long. Like people is grown. They had kids and
He's still in the league or whatever. That is wild to think about because Jalen was born in 2000 and he came in the league in 2003. Like we watched LeBron while he was even in high school or whatever. So like before he was even in the NBA, we was like sitting on a Tuesday night because you know like high school football, high school basketball, they play on Tuesday and Friday.
It's basically so like what you're saying. So basically for us, it's like watching LaMelo Ball come into the league. Like we watched him from his high school days. Up into the league, so like when
watch his whole career.
But think about like
LeBron way bigger than LaMelo.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it's like the same process. Like us as the age we were, we watched LaMelo come up from high school all the way up to the league now. Just like y'all watch LeBron from high school.
But I still look at it as totally different because like LeBron James.
It wasn't no social media, and then you still knew about LeBron. That's how big LeBron was.
Right.
Man, his games, like he literally was having to play at Akron University, his high school home games because like his home gym could not fit how many people that wanted to be there.
He was on pay-per-view.
Jay Billis used to be at his game. Dick Vitale used to be at his high school games. Like it just was wild. Like you knew that he was like way better than everybody. Like even like Carmelo them, they was a year older than him, but he still was better than them. And like you like if he go to the NBA and do this, he gonna be all time great, and he did it.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that somebody can actually live up to like what they say, because LeBron was that guy.
Go to college.
Came straight into the league, was dominated from the first game. I remember that. It's crazy. He played Sacramento the first game.
That is on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he just lived up to everything.
And then to have your teammates talk bad about you before you even get there.
Yeah, I know, right? Who was Ricky?
Darius Miles and Ricky Davis.
Yeah, Ricky Davis.
Wasn't Carlos Boozer on there too at the time or no?
Yeah, I think they was pretty cool because they played on the USA game, USA team. You seen the Redeem Team documentary on Netflix? Yeah, that was really dope stuff. But get back to Kyrie though.
Yeah, back to Kyrie. Like I was asking you earlier, a lot of people don't even know what anti-Semitic is or what is a Semite.
Anti-Semitism.
Yeah, anti-Semitism. Like, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, like, but I'm gonna go to the definition unless you want to pull it up or
yeah, read it like a bit. Well, I'm gonna say I seen Carlos Bitter put a tweet out like, man, my whole life I only been around black and white folks. Like I ain't never not knew a Jew-ish person in my life, and I don't got no disrespect to him. I don't know nothing about it. Like, but what I did find out though is that Adam Silver is a Jewish person, and also David Stern was a Jewish person. So like. And then and the main thing people be saying is that the Jewish people run stuff. And like the two people that I found out were Jewish was the two NBA commissioners.
That run
stuff.
Like Kanye said, I mean like we don't even like really get into like hate towards any religion or like a race or something like that. We just live a life of just in this world or whatever. And like so a lot of people don't understand that Jewish people can also be black. It can be black Jews and it can be white Jews. If Kyrie believe he come from being a Jew, I don't see what's wrong with it. I don't see that as anti-Semitism. No,
so that's what he believed.
Yeah, I'm guessing if he say like he know where he come from. I
don't particularly know what anti-Semitism that he talking about because I just been trying to tune that shit out because like Kyrie how he been acting. I just hate. Hey, sometimes, like I say, $48 of Power is a book. Y'all, I say y'all should read the book. $48 of Power ain't a book Outliers, but $48 of Power is one like think as you may, but move like everybody else. And sometimes in life, you got to like you can have your own thoughts, but that ain't for everybody. You can kind of move. You just move with the people because like either gonna cost you more to kind of make this stand or not. And sometimes people like, man, you just gotta make the stand. You a coon. You ain't doing this. Like, no, I'm not coon. I'm just playing the game smart. It's the game of life. I'm trying to win. I ain't trying to like I want peace. I want to win peacefully. And like, why I gotta win like violently? Why I gotta win like? I don't want to win like that. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I do want to stand up for the things I want to stand up for, which is like helping my people be better people. But I'm not gonna stand up for stuff that I don't even quote unquote care about.
Yeah.
You know, like not even saying care about, but I have no disdain for Jewish people because I don't even. That's not something that's in my front. My
like
brain.
shows them say like, have y'all ever met a Jewish person?
Not really.
That's most of us down south. We never even met one. So like, it's so different to us. It's like I wouldn't even put my foot in them waters or whatever because like it's just a lose because. Clearly, if they don't run everything, they know people that run things because things happen to people that go against them, white and black. Exactly. You feel me? So, like, clearly it's...
You see Cole Beasley?
What?
You know he was standing up for Kyrie on Twitter. Twitter gone. Whole Twitter gone. Go type his name in. You can't find him no more. But that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever.
I thought Elon Musk bought Twitter.
But still, his Twitter is gone because I guess he was spewing hate speeches or whatever. But like, what I'm just saying is that you just gotta tread carefully in dealing with that. And like, it don't even come across my life. I never even be a part of that situation. So that's why I say like, I feel like with Kyrie's situation, like, I mean, maybe he know more than we know, but like, why not just
I still don't like the fact that he got suspended for 5 games though.
But
go back to 1.
Did you see his fines though?
Go back to 1.
He got a $500K fine, and then he got a list of other stuff on too.
Yeah, but I think his game check like maybe like $300,000 a game or something like that. So 5 games, that's about 1.5 mil, right? Yeah, you feel me?
He had to pay $500,000 to like he got.
But they said they're not gonna take the money though. So
who
the ADL or something like that, they said they couldn't take the money in good faith, knowing he don't actually mean what I mean. Cause he wouldn't apologize. They wanted him to personally say, "I apologize for all that."
But ain't that some quote unquote like to read Nasheed say some butt breaking stuff though? Cause like why?
I want you to apologize how I want you to apologize.
Yes, like I want you to bend the knee. Cause y'all ever watch Game of Thrones and stuff like that? I want you to bend the knee. Put your head down and bow to me, boy. I need you to bend your knee and say apologize. Don't just be like.
That's really little boy on people though when you think about it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I tell you. Human beings. One thing we hate in all humans, we hate the big brother effect, and that's saying like somebody that's always over you, trying to tell you what to do or whatever, not letting you make your own mistakes or whatever.
48 laws of power is, when you want to be a leader or whatever, you can't force nobody to do nothing. You lead people into doing things. You act like you give them a choice instead of like telling somebody go do this. Like, do you want to go do this?
Yeah.
Because you try to lead them to doing something, so they feel like they had the power of choice. If you don't feel like you got the power of choice, you always gonna go against it. Like if somebody give you an ultimatum, most of the time you go with the opposite. Because like you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do as a grown person.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard to be around people at your job, because you like, nigga, I'm grown. Like you ain't gonna never treat me like I'm just a little kid in this motherfucker. Cause like I'm grown. Like I got my own things going on in life, stuff like that.
Life. But
especially in your 30s.
But that's why, like I say, just the world order or whatever, like that, they send you to school or whatever, and that's just to get you prepped to go to work or whatever. They'll be like, hey, listen to this person. This is your person that know more than you because they're your teacher. So you better listen to your supervisor. Or guess what? Your supervisor telling you to his boss, and his boss will kick your ass to the curb.
But one thing I didn't like was all the like black people on TV like piling on. Like you ain't gotta pile on to Kyrie and stuff like that. You ain't gotta be like he need to be suspended. Like you let other people do that, Like you ain't gotta say stuff like that. You feel me? Because it feel like you just piling on to a person because the people behind you making you do this because they don't want to do it. That's literally what they saying, but they going through you to say what you're saying.
That's exactly what it is or whatever. But that's just what they got to do to keep their jobs or whatever. And like I said, I've been kind of tuning it out because it's kind of been letting me down, just seeing kind of the black people I look up to on TV, kind of cape to the other side, man. Like, but I mean, they have to because like this is a situation where like, why touch this touchy situation when I don't have to? I'm getting paid millions of dollars a year to live my life and be. Because you got to think about, I look at life, I always say this on this podcast, I look at life as like a movie, and like the old times, and like these people are the people, the high esteemed people, like the bourgeoisie. Like I saw a party this weekend where it was Puff Daddy party or whatever. Like the picture of him, Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige. Like these are the top elite. Like I say, you think about being in that room just to even be around these people in close proximity. We don't know nobody that was there, and we don't know nobody that probably know nobody that was there. We that far removed from just even being in that circle. But we gotta. That's what I'm saying. We even gotta bring our circle up to this point in South Carolina before we even think about going to that circle. Like,
yeah, we gotta be at least known around here. Like I want to go places and be known here.
What was that?
He dropped something over there.
But anyway, we gotta be known here first. But that's what I'm saying. Like doing this kind of stuff right here is like that's the exact thing why we trying to do it. Because we talk about it. That's why I know like something about our life has got to be coming to a head or whatever. We talk about this all the time between like tweets. So we see these people in these circles or whatever. Like we know we have to get a part of these circles to grow.
Because to elevate the podcast to a level it should be at. Like. Because I feel like it's dope enough where we should have the dopest people pulling up on it. Y'all feel that way too?
For sure.
I feel like we just put the work in. Like I say, like you told her, like what T was telling you, like they know I'm gonna put the research in or whatever. I'm gonna research you and just have a great conversation with you about what you got going on and like just elevate the conversation. Like just be able to bring a platform that nobody else has shown that they did, because nobody else ain't doing this in South Carolina right now. They ain't got the stuff, the technology we got. Like, we put a lot of work in doing the technology. And like, think like we just able to have a sit down conversation with some of the South Carolina elite started off with, and then like I said, we can take it to another level. Cause like Charlemagne started in Charleston, South Carolina.
We could be the people that started in y'all hometown, Red Bank.
That's their hometown. We thought of that, Jalen.
Where you say you from?
Y'all really don't ask me that.
So when people ask you where you from, what you
Baseburg?
just think of.
I guess he was in Baseburg his first 2 years of life.
I'm not from Red Bank.
Yeah, but y'all
I
graduated from
Red
that.
Bank.
Yeah, y'all graduated from
This
Red
is
Bank.
not where I was born.
Where you was born at?
Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Murder Beach, South Carolina.
Murder
Grand
Beach.
Strand Hospital. Check the stat.
My team winning.
Oh, I know about it.
Okay.
Jalen was born in Baseburg, so you're a Baseburg representative.
I mean, yeah, man. Even though, like, I say that, and then, but I do think about like where my pops from, so I got that side on me too. So, but
You ain't never lived in Blackville.
I ain't never lived in Blackville, but I know Blackville like the back of my hand, like I know
Ain't
Baseburg.
but so much to know in Blackville.
But so basically, you basically go by like saying like, shit, my people from Baseburg, my people from Blackville, so that's really where I'm from. That's where my roots from. I understand.
Yeah,
that,
that's
though. That's almost like if you was like a Nigerian or African, you would say like, you know, I'm from Africa, because like we don't know where we from outside of like South Carolina. So like, okay, my roots. So that's exactly where we from too.
Like, I went to school in Red Bank, did everything in Red Bank, but like, nah.
Where you went to Christmas, Thanksgiving there? I know what you mean.
Yeah, you feel me? I even I started real sports in Gilbert. I started playing real football in Baseburg. So, and then I even had during rec league of football, I had coaches like, you need to move to Baseburg to play football, this and that. I knew I wasn't gonna do that, but
yeah, you was gonna be like us, man. We did it. I chill. I always say that. But like anyway, like check this out. I want y'all, cause y'all think about this, the Takeoff situation. Like, do y'all be in situations where like y'all feel like y'all not in control of the situation? Do y'all put yourself in situations like that?
No, not really. I'm glad you asked that question, like, cause I was just saying this to them the other day. Like, I feel like us as friends, like, we know where to be and where not to be, or like if the vibe is wrong, we know to leave or get out of that situation. Like, me personally, I'm gonna say something. Like, if I feel like I don't feel comfortable and I feel like we in a bad, the energy off, I'm gone.
Exactly. I feel that same way, man. Like, nah, I don't need to be here no more.
For sure.
I'm so tired of Brad. But anyway, like I feel that's why now I look at life like going to a bar with I was out last night where like I be so nervous about even attempting to go to these places, because like you just never know how people gonna react, because you don't gotta be the person that get into it with people, but like you can just be a person that's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and like people don't care. They don't even know you. Like you just be an innocent bystander, and now nobody really care about you because you ain't had nothing to do with the people that's gonna get in trouble. So they people didn't even care about you. So you just somebody that just got hit, you know? And it's just sad to see like the Takeoff situation just to be like how, I know y'all saw
They
the
said
video.
Takeoff killer got killed.
That's untrue though.
So he
I don't
didn't
know
get
what's
shot
going
in
on.
Houston?
Like y'all, what YouTube pages have y'all been watching this week on the
Man.
Takeoff situation?
I've been seeing so much. Like, I done seen how it was over a dice game. I done seen it was Quavo fault. I done seen so many
Over basketball.
like
so
many other stories, but like the main story that I did see, it was right when I got off work, and like it was this girl, like she was actually there alive, and she was saying like it was never over a basketball argument, it was never over a dice game, like he got hit with a stray bullet for some, and then they said Takeoff and Quavo was actually trying to break up this.
I saw that
so
too.
like,
What? That they were trying to break it up, but it's like also I done heard like the dude in the yellow hoodie was the one that just shot Takeoff, and then I heard that
He from South Carolina too. I heard.
they said he was Houston.
Yeah, they said he was bad up in Greenville or something.
Oh yeah,
I heard.
Then they was trying to say it was Quavo assistant that shot him.
It's just
yeah,
crazy.
I see
Quavo
something.
brother.
Oh yeah,
Amigo bands or
then
whatever.
They were saying,
It's just crazy because like that's how society is when they go to online and people start recording. Everybody just make up a story for something.
Yeah, everybody, you see everything, you so desensitized. Like, I don't watch nasty videos.
And then
People
back
posting
to
it.
what y'all was saying about the going out junk, like, besides him, like, me, y'all see I'm out almost every weekend. Like, I go out and have fun. Like, But even though
I'm out you.
I'll be outside for real.
Yeah, you gotta
But,
be safe out here though. You be safe.
Yeah, for sure. Like one thing for sure is when I'm out, I always like check my surroundings and I stay on point. Cause like
listen to this though. This is something I do gotta take. Cause like I say, they always afford it all power too. Is like stay away from the unlucky, unhappy. Your ass need to figure out a way to change your luck though. Because like I say, you just said you lost keys just at a trash can.
For sure.
You hit it. You hit the side.
What keys?
Thing. Like
Mama keys.
You feel me? But like I say, well, let's go to something else. We talking about you hit the side mirror, like stuff like that. Like I say, it's unlucky, right?
For sure.
So you gotta figure out a way to change. Cause I think about it, like you get all these tickets and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Unlucky, right?
Yeah.
Cause think about it, I live the same 24 you live in. You don't hear these stories about me, do you?
Nah.
Cause it ain't happening to me. Because I'm being more taking care of like the stuff that's in front of me and paying attention. You gotta understand like that stuff happening to you, right?
Yeah.
So like it ain't happening to me. It ain't happening to me, boy. Frank, I ain't saying I don't be around you too much, but I know it ain't happening to you either. But like I'm just saying, you gotta think about that kind of stuff. Like it just happened to me, so maybe it's me.
I gotta do something different.
Yes.
Sure.
Maybe I gotta on the road pay attention a little bit more. When I'm doing stuff like at the house, pay attention a little bit more, and not be so just free minded, just doing this stuff because I'm just doing it, but be more meticulous at what I'm doing because you do gotta play the game safe. Because like I say, just like with the Takeoff situation, it take one time to make a mistake, and like this, because you think about it, like he had nothing to do with this really stuff, but like he lost his life at 28 years old because like he just was at the wrong place at the wrong time and the wrong situation happened, and it happened that fast. Because like the video I watched, it just sounded like a baseball conversation where a dude just ego. It just seemed like a lot of ego. And next thing you know, my ego got bigger than yours. My ego bigger than yours. Matter of fact, let's just do it then. And like next thing you know, somebody else ego on the side. Like I gotta stand up for my man because like this is my guy. This is my king or whatever. Like you gotta think about it. In the old time, the king, the top people always had people around them that's ready to take one. Still to this day or whatever.
Like the Game of Thrones.
They don't care. They'll cut your head off for their guy.
I watched that. Like that show is. I learned a lot. Like that shows something serious. Like
yes.
If you the hand to the king, like the slightest bit of like, if you go against the king in any type of way, that's treason.
That's treason. That's disrespect. Exactly. Like we don't play that at all.
You getting beheaded.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It's deep. Like and it's just like you said.
Like
you
sworn to do everything for the king and not even for you.
Right.
You feel me?
So basically, you giving up all your your life, your everything.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no kids, none of that no more. You can't do none of that no more. Like you the hand of the king now. You feel me? And that's just how it's gotta be. I gotta have somebody so dedicated to me that they would take their own life before they take mine.
You gotta have that type of money to keep the payroll.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in that role. A life with. I want to get to that life. I mean that point of my life though where I got security. They good. I mean, I don't even want to feel like I need security, but when you get to a point in life, you're gonna have to have.
I want to have security. Yeah. I want peace. Security, peace, and security kind of come together or whatever. Because think like people only have security because that make them more peaceful. Because like you can't do nothing if you just by yourself or whatever, and like 5 dudes jump on you. But your security got that goddamn it on them. 5 people ain't coming up on you.
Or if you walk around like Floyd Mayweather, by Sam bodyguards, like.
But see, when you're Floyd Mayweather, you got to do that.
You got to.
You got the money to do it too.
Yeah, like you 50 and old, whatever the record is, like you making
Flashy.
all this money, like.
They know you got it.
Somebody want that.
In talking about that or whatever, we talk about like poverty and like why so much crime goes with poverty because people they be so angry at themselves and their own lives that they project it to other people. It's like if you got yourself together, escapism. Like if you got yourself together, you wouldn't even be as angry no more. Because my life right now, I ain't to the point where I want to be at, but I ain't struggling.
Angry.
I ain't angry at my life because I'm actually in motion doing things that I love to do. But if your life every week is like, fuck, man.
I'm fighting just to stay above water. Preferably, like, you know, whatever that word is or whatever. Like, you fighting because, like, think about it, like, life is a struggle every day. You fighting to stay above water because, think about it, your pockets mean, if your pockets go under zero, that means you're drowning, right? You feel me? Because, like, hey, even though y'all ain't as old as us, you still need money in your pocket just to live your life to this day right now. Sure. Like say, like, because
they at the point where they still ask for gas. Hey, I need $5 gas money when we ride somewhere now, because that is real.
Yeah.
But when you get to our age, you don't really think about that because it's like, I mean, you don't be around your homeboys as much anymore because you just living your life. You know, you just grown. You ain't got the same time because some of your homeboys, like say, they go have their girls, and when your girl gonna let you hang around your homeboys more. But if you had like 3 kids with your girl, you wouldn't be able to be out as much as you be out. You'll be at home with the kids.
They would never see me.
Yeah,
exactly. But that's how fast life go for you. And like I say, y'all 10 years from now, we was all y'all age or whatever, seeing each other every single day, doing the same thing y'all doing.
Just like, it's over.
Then you know, like, damn, I barely even talk to my homeboys now. Talking about even seeing them. And like I be in my head like, I cannot wait till we get up a trip so we can just chill with each other for 3 days, so I can just be around my people all the time. Because like I'm so like, it's like, damn, I miss all my people that I used to see every day. Like I used to see people every day and talk to them every day just about life or whatever. Now barely even talk to them. And it's like that's just the progression of not even the progression of life. It's just like the distance between like me, you, and Swagger or whatever. Our distance between each other is so far that it's like you kind of get out of touch with each other, even though like you don't want to.
But social media makes it where you feel like you in somebody's life every day, even if you're not. Cause you can watch somebody's Snap story or their Instagram story or their pictures on everything, and like I'm kind of part of your life, even though you really not. You virtually a part of your life, but kind of like Ready Player One. You virtually playing online is kind of like Ready Player One. Like you can find your own tribe online where you find people that you don't know in person, but you play with them online, and that's your boy online. But once you get out the game, you don't even know who these people is in real life.
Nope.
That's a good movie, by the way.
Great movie.
It's a great movie. I love it.
Player One.
That's one. That's just like the movie In Time. Watch the movie In Time. Y'all ain't 25 yet.
In Town?
In Time.
Oh, In Time.
With Justin Timberlake. And like to watch it, it's a deep movie. It's like at 25 your time starts because they go off time instead of money. So it's just like just know that like you if you go broke, if you lose all your time, you die. But the billionaires, they got so much time. But everybody say 25. But like I say, you around time, you die.
You gotta work for money. It's kind of like time is money. Yeah, you gotta work for time.
But anyway, so y'all boys saw DJ Academics YouTube this week. Y'all ever check out DJ Academics?
Yeah, I subscribe to him.
Yeah, I check. I ain't gonna lie. I was a chat nigga this week. I was watching. I literally watched DJ Academics live. Maybe this was Tuesday night or Wednesday night for about 3 hours straight, like just watching it because like he was solving the case. Them boy, I'm talking about. He was literally. They was talking in the chat, dog, and they was talking. He was like they was pulling somebody's face up, like find this person or whatever. Somebody send him the IG or whatever, and like now they don't found this person. They don't found this girl that was in the picture. This girl, like look at their stories or whatever, and like they kind of think it was the next day, so their story still was up for the night before. Cause like girls, they can't help it. They gotta show where they at because they gotta show. Yeah, my life better than yours, bitch. I'm here with all these stars. You feel me? They gotta show that. Yeah. So he's going to their stat. He just finding other people and stuff, and like they had women there now. They had women.
You talking about the Takeoff situation?
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking about the Takeoff situation. What I'm saying, he was like they were solving the whole situation on the internet. He like we the feds out here, man. Because like I loved it in my opinion. Because like I say, Takeoff had no right to be not living and going home to his mama. So like I need y'all to find the person that did this and serve them to serve it the biggest extent of the law. Cause they gotta go to jail because that's so wrong. Like. Just hearing like how Quavo was hollering his name and stuff, it's just depressing just to hear that. When I find the information out, it was Tuesday morning. I saw Trey Young tweet, "No fucking way," and like just to see somebody like Trey Young tweet that, I was like, "What is going on out here?" Search my engine on Twitter,
trend
RP Takeoff.
Bro, my mama texted me at 7:00 in the morning. Takeoff got shot and killed. I'm thinking she mistaken him for somebody else. Yeah. She sent me the whole clip or the whole, page. I'm like, bro, it's no way.
No way. That's how I felt too, though. And it's like, just like I say, life is fleeting, man. Like that's why you gotta play it safe, but you gotta go after all the things that you think you need to be going after. The thing that's gonna make you live your legacy long term. Because if you're not every day, then like you just wasting days, really, because you don't know how many days you got, but you do know how many days you can have when you're on this earth every day that you live in. So go after something.
You gotta take advantage of it. Because we waste a lot of time and a lot of days, like
a lot of hours a day.
I'm very busy, and like at this point in my life, I don't really like to give my time to a lot of stuff that I just don't care about. Like, and people always be like, "You don't ever hit me up," and like, not that I don't want to talk to you. It's just that I'm so busy,
doing
and that
things.
Conversation that you have and just ain't to a point that I want to stop what I'm doing.
Basically saying like, you ain't talking about nothing, and other things I'm doing in my life is way more important than what you talking about now. So if you want to talk about something that's gonna be more important, like Jada just forgot he to switch over there.
What you mean?
You supposed to be switching it on me?
I been switching.
No, I said Yeah, he got it.
I messed up twice. I got it.
But give me main character. I was about to drop some balls on these people.
Go ahead, drop it.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying,
Yeah, you ain't got no bombs to drop.
I was about to drop some shit. Now I had some shit to say, but I was ready to look at the camera and just like, yes.
Basically, you were saying like for people not to worry about if they don't got nothing important to talk about.
Yeah, basically I was trying to tell because you were basically saying girl, women or whatever. Like if you got nothing to talk about, that nothing that's gonna inspire him to a whole nother level. That's gonna take his mind to another level. That's gonna enthrall him mentally, physically, something like that. Then shit, he ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, because I'm such in an abundance mindset right now. I feel good. Like I was in the bar last night and this girl before I had left out, she was like, "Why you just so nonchalant in here? You must got a girl at home." And I was like, "Yeah, 'cause I ain't want her, whatever." I lied to her, but like that's just how I am in life right now. Like unless like I'm very like attracted to you, it's like I can't apply no pressure. You know,
time for it.
I don't even got time for. I don't even got the want in me to be like, "Yeah, I'm going after this woman." That I know ain't no future in there, you know. So it's like, why even like?
I can go put some extra time into the stuff that can get me to the women that's gonna give me that future.
Yeah.
Because like I say, it's a certain realm of women that you see inside yourself, inside your brain. It's like
that I think I deserve.
Since I'm single at this point in time in my life, I know what level of woman I see and I deserve in my life. And like I ain't really ran across her maybe yet. Maybe I have, but like I said, we ain't got to that point of life where we feeling like that's gonna take us to the next level yet. I feel like I'm there with what I done found or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
it would be great to have like the person that you want to live forever with, but not having that also gives you the time to put more time into your passions to get to the person, like you said, that you gonna want to be with forever. Yeah. Jalen thought he had forever, but to this day,
Brett, Jalen, you know somebody asked me that, Jalen. I forgot. Somebody asked me about you the other day.
Jalen done had some stories in his life, boy.
Jalen, you don't live more than like we did.
Well, Jalen done had some different.
Hey, you did movie stuff. Wow, like what were these decisions because of you being young? Or like, no, I just feel this is gonna work.
Majority is just me being young, but I did that point saying, yeah, it was gonna work. But like you get older and you start thinking more about stuff, like it's just like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about a lot of decisions I done made.
Sometimes you make bad decisions.
See, you
made too many.
Wait till you see yourself in that video. You know you talk a lot of stuff in that video. You gotta stand up to it.
And I've been standing up to it. I kid you not. Like
you ain't paid that $100 a month though yet.
Hey, that. But I've been doing what I gotta do. I've been doing what I gotta do.
Besides paying $100, everything besides $100.
But anyway, that's tight. Like I say, I see the growth in you though. Like I say, you gotta keep. But it's all about, like Frank said earlier, he said consistency. You got to just be consistent. Like, if you keep consistently going to work, getting a paycheck, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Your money consistently start going up. You start getting more.
The stuff you doing in life going to consistently start getting better. Everything in your life going to start coming together because you consistently doing it. So, like, whatever goals you going after, you getting closer to them because you consistently going after them. If you just start, like I say, I sold out on working out or whatever. Y'all seen Caesar? Look, Caesar from Black Ink Crew.
He in shape.
In shape, man. I gotta show you this picture so you can just react to it because like you gonna be like, what in the hell? Like this is Caesar from Black Ink Crew right here.
Boy, Caesar boy been
that boy in the gym, but like what it gives me motivation or whatever, and it's like just showing that if you put the work in consistently, he was working for 14 weeks, going hard, obviously, cause he in the most best shape of his life ever. Yeah, it was like whoa, you see that picture or whatever, but like I just say. Just be consistent. Like I said, cause like you young, like I say, like I just tell you, like just seeing like what Jay doing while playing softball. I be watching Pep Snap, watching Greg, and just be so happy and stuff. Like look at my little cuz right there, like saying like I see you or whatever. It's like you our little brother or whatever. So like we want you to obviously do the best you can. Sure. And like I say, we'll see you on a good positive track, but you gotta understand like. You ain't at the point of even like quote unquote taking care of yourself yet. Even though you feel like you taking care of yourself because you doing like you buy your food and all that stuff. Your lifestyle is off you, but you got to understand your lifestyle is also like that lifestyle where you at home where you go sleep at all the stuff, and then all the stuff you go in there to sleep on like that bed, that couch. You had to pay for all that. All that came out of your pocket, and like I say, that's life. Just like all this was not just. Found this shit was paid for, you know. So it's like
I'm already knowing.
For real though, but like
it's like brick after brick.
But what I got something else on my phone because I was talking about that genuine family stuff. But like I had a lot of questions for the day or whatever, but you know I can't use them and stuff.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, do y'all feel like Jay Prince is responsible for Takeoff?
No, I wouldn't say Jay Prince was responsible. I'd say the person that actually shot Takeoff was responsible. But you would think they would have better people around in the situation, so that situation wouldn't even happen. It shouldn't be no beef at the party, you know. It should just be a good event, a good vibe. Like when you have an event, just say like your grandma event, ain't no beef there, just a good vibe. Like, if you bringing people together at your event, it should be a cool ass vibe. Cause you should have especially a private event, cause you bring people that you want there.
So do you see who Quavo allegedly was getting into it with?
Yeah.
Jay Prince Jr. That's why he's like throwing. So think about if I can say allegedly. I don't know if this situation happened, but if that situation happened, that means the two bosses was getting into it. So it's like they little men both trying to be like, I'm standing up for my guy. So it's kind of hard for somebody to tell their boss to, like, you know, hold back, stand off. If two bosses talking to each other, cause like I say, Quavo talking about, you seen me playing basketball earlier or whatever. Quavo wasn't chilling with Jay Prince Jr. Quavo was chilling with Jazz Prince that day or whatever. He came to the party with Jazz Prince. He was riding the drop top with Jazz Prince, not Jay Prince Jr.
Yeah,
but that's why I think people think they hear Jay Prince son or whatever. They forget that it's two different people he was hanging.
Yeah,
like,
I tell people that Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz Prince are two different people.
Yeah, I found that out this week or whatever.
Yeah, I did too or whatever. I mean,
okay. Another question. So, how do you feel about the situation of Takeoff passing and knowing Quavo and Offset got beef with each other?
Takeoff don't have beef with Offset, do
they? No, Quavo and Offset got beef.
They got beef with each other?
Yeah, and to add on to that, do y'all think they'll ever get back together, or do y'all think they'll like come together and like?
It's difficult because these ties right here can pull you closer or it could pull you more apart. So it's difficult because
how you feel like it can pull you more apart? Because how could it?
Because like I definitely gotta deal with you now, nigga. But Takeoff ain't even there.
But Takeoff wasn't gonna be dealing with what you mean? Because Takeoff wasn't gonna have nothing to do with Offset either. Because Takeoff was gonna be Quavo. You heard what Gucci Man said. You know, Takeoff if Quavo going, Takeoff ain't fucking with me either. So you know, Takeoff was obviously gonna be riding with Quavo. So
yeah, but
they ain't
had no beef though.
Yeah, Takeoff ain't have no beef with Offset.
Yeah, they ain't have no beef. You feel me? That's why Offset had put up Takeoff picture on his Instagram and shit like that. They ain't have. So I was just saying like they had their own beef, so it's difficult.
And like I said, y'all generation don't even know, like, rappers didn't get killed. Like Biggie and Tupac got killed, and they were like the last rapper to really get killed until like Nipsey. Really though, like rappers got killed in between those times, but Nipsey got killed, and now like I say, it's the saddest shit. I'm telling you, like Nipsey, Young Dolph, now Takeoff, like, you know, like other people in between that, like MO3 and stuff like that. But like those three people, like giants in the industry, in my opinion. Like, and Takeoff probably is the biggest out of all three of them. Like on like a mainstream level, like these people were doing songs with Drake them all the time. Like he was on a big label.
Came in the game with Drake.
Yes,
Migos was big.
Takeoff said he was 17 on his first song with Drake.
Yeah,
that's what
crazy.
I'm saying. Think about that. At 28, and I got to live 11 years like that. He always was a star. And like I say, they always carried themselves as these stars though. Like when they put out that Rich Nigga, Rich and Famous, like Young Rich Nigga, that album, they always look like stars to me. I always knew they were gonna be stars. And it's like just to see like he wasn't even close to his potential. Cause like he was just talking about that Nora interview that people to give him flowers or whatever. I ain't watch all them clips because like that make me sad because like it really was somebody that in 2012, 2013, Mally playing this song, playing the Young Rich Nigga, going to the beats, and like, who is these boys right here? And looking at them and saying like, oh, these boys look just like me, basically, like black dude with dreads and stuff. So just listen to all their music and whatever, and like,
always, like, I've been listening to a lot. Black Shades, the Chinatown.
Yeah, like the thing about Fight Night, his voice on Fight Night, that's an iconic song or whatever. And like just being in the club, like y'all was in the club when Fight Night was on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying y'all ain't that young.
We ain't that like go to parties. That's playing.
The Fight Night came out like 2014. They went to the club.
We was in parties,
but they still play that still to this day.
Yeah, that's
have
true.
y'all listened to their recent album?
Which one? Culture? I listened.
No, to Infinity Link.
No, I listened straight.
Messy on it.
Yeah,
I ain't listened to the album yet.
I ain't gonna lie, like Takeoff was really on his junk, like,
cause like some songs they were swapping in and out on verses. So it was like,
and then to top it off, after he passed, the man had got like probably like 1.5 million extra followers after passing.
Yeah, I don't think that's kind of weird that people do that.
Yeah, that's weird, but it's like, why would you want to show the love now
after he gone?
It's like I feel like it's like that's the way you gonna show love by giving a follow, but that ain't doing. I guess that make his numbers look good, but like y'all ain't following him yesterday.
Yeah, matter of fact, even with his only solo album, it went up. It was in the top 100 billboards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say a guy at my job, like he's 62 now. He gonna show me a picture of Offset with Quavo when they were younger stuff. Like look at this picture of Takeoff. He gonna say Takeoff. Like man, you ain't even know or care about this man when I told you about this big rapper that had died Monday. But now since it's on a mainstream news site now, he supposed to, I care about it now. You know, they telling me
they
I
gave me
care
permission
about it.
to care about it.
Like I say, I try to tell him a lot of stuff like. You think it ain't a lot of propaganda out here in this world, but like he like no, the New York Journal, the Washington Post, that's not propaganda. Like Jeff Bezos owned the Washington Post. What are you talking about? Like
he put out what he want. He put out.
He telling them what to say. They ain't gonna say nothing bad about Jeff Bezos in the Washington Post.
I know they'll never be like Jeff Bezos is a lunatic.
Nope. Y'all know who Jeff Bezos is, don't you?
Yeah, that's one of the richest.
They probably don't work. Nah, you worked at Amazon before?
Y'all saw?
You worked at Amazon before? Oh, that's one job he had yet.
Y'all saw
he done sent me a lot of packages.
A lot of packages.
Y'all saw Mark Zuckerberg. He only worth $32 billion now. Facebook has fallen so much. He ain't worth but like $32 billion now. Yeah, he down there.
What?
Yes, he down. He under the Waltons now.
32 billion?
Yes.
Only 32 billion? Like,
you saying that like that little?
But no, it is little. He was worth like damn that
200 million last year. Oh, he dropped it.
Like when the stock market was really up, he was like up. Like Elon Musk is worth the most in the world now. But it's the dude that owns Louis Vuitton, Bernard or not, he worth like probably the second most. And like it's Warren Buffett and Bill Gates them. But like I'm telling you, hey, you gotta get your money up. That's all I say.
Straight like that.
But I also want to say this, like I was talking about like with the genuineness of family or whatever. It's like I just like with the podcast or whatever. I feel like we only got one day to record or whatever. That's why like I know. My thing, I think I really want to kind of move back closer at some point in time. Like when the opportunity presents itself with me and my little fam, like we can find a situation to come back because like, man, it'd be so nice like with situations like today or whatever. Like, okay, you can't make it happen today, but we can make it happen another day throughout the week. And I ain't 2 hours away. Mm-hmm. What happens is being 2 hours away, and then like also going to work during the week. You ain't got the most time to do all that stuff because like days are short. Like I say, working 5 days in a row, it's like you get off of work and you really gotta be intentional about getting stuff done throughout the week while you going to work. Also, because like if you don't Saturday and Sunday, you ain't got time to do that stuff because you want to chill on Saturday and Sunday, but you still want to get stuff done. You still got to do the stuff with your people too. Like you got to do some stuff like that too, because you got, like I say, you got a girl or whatever. So like, you gotta spend some time with her. Like you gotta like. I'm not saying like with the dudes either. Like you gotta just spend some time personally with her, right? And if you don't, shit, sometimes another dude could maybe sleeping in there, man. That's why I say it's like it's a give and take, man. Because you gotta go after your stuff and stuff, but you gotta go after stuff with your team also. Like we just saying your partner or whatever. Like y'all gotta figure out the stuff that y'all gonna do together too.
Do you want to do the couple thought?
You can do one. Well, we can tell these boys, who was y'all high school crushes in high school?
I ain't had one.
So you ain't never had no crush in high school?
Yeah, nah. I know everybody. Okay, I ain't had no high school crush in high school, but everybody know who was the top 3 baddest bitches in high school. Who
was the baddest chick in y'all school?
Shit, it is one bitch named Jasmine, and
why she gotta be a B word?
I be trying. I need to change my vocabulary.
It was a female named Jasmine. Dayla.
Black, white, mixed.
Black.
Yeah, black.
And like it was just like she had the perfect, like everything was perfect about her. Like body looked good, had ass, titties, face card is a 10 out of 10. It's just great.
A bona fide dime.
Yeah, like bro, and still to this day.
So you said the girl Jasmine was number one.
Number one, no cap. Since my freshman year.
So like, oh, baddie.
Baddie.
So she had a dude at the school.
Light skin, mocha.
Man, I ain't gonna say she had a dude, but I just know she was that bad to be playing niggas. Niggas was out here looking like fools.
Yeah.
Niggas was out here dead looking like.
So she was in your grade.
Yeah, she graduated with me.
You ain't saw her since.
No, I see her like go to parties or some shit like that, but like on an everyday basis.
So, but like you ain't never be like, nah, I can get her line of view.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, you wanted.
I would. I would, but It's just a simple fact. It's simple fact. Like I'm not finna be like the rest of these niggas and be all up in a female face.
Well, definitely.
That's one thing for sure. Like I ain't finna chase after no pussy. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm saying you gotta play. You gotta just. Matter of fact, it ain't even about whatever she doing. It's like about what you doing anyway. Like you gotta
want
like
her to attract to you.
Yeah, you gotta step your value up. Like I say, that's why I always knew like I had to have someone.
When I go out with the guys, like I stand on like I'm not finna always put myself out to a female. Like
no need to.
Cause I see you see me, like you staring at me. So why you can't apply the pressure?
That's true.
It's great like that.
Females never apply the pressure, but want a nigga to apply the pressure.
They ain't a female for me.
You
Sometimes
like,
they is though.
Out of my lifetime, I probably had 5, maybe even 10 females apply pressure towards me.
It is wild. A female like you'll feel like they're applying pressure, but they just applying some punani from time to time. Like, but you gotta apply that pressure.
You feel me?
You gotta apply the pressure. To keep the shit going, you gotta apply that pressure.
Yeah, you gotta keep that junk consistent.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times it just don't work out because just not gonna do it.
Not gonna be able to do it, but I feel like you gotta continue to apply the pressure. You gotta like reinvent the pressure, in my opinion. Like say doing this thing, we're doing long term relationship, trying to take it to another level in time or whatever. Like you gotta reinvent the pressure because like it's different type of pressure. Because like now I got like a best friend or whatever on top of like just everything else inside of a woman.
I got a best friend. I don't even talk to her like that. Like I probably talk to her out of 7 days out of the week. I probably talk to her 3 days. Yeah, but it's like you said, when you got work and you doing stuff all week and the weekend hit, that's the only time you really get the time to.
But guess what? Guess what you get to do? If you stay with that person, all that time when you in the house just chilling, you with. That's why I stay with my girl too. So like we get to chill all that time, just chilling. Even though we might not be talking all day, but we just she might be sitting on the couch, I'm doing something else and just chilling. But like we staying in the same house, and we just always around each other.
For sure.
That's what you want to get to at some point in time. But y'all boys so young, like I say, I just feel like I say, you got to step up, like keep stacking it up or whatever and get you a little ride or whatever just to keep moving or whatever. Because, like, if you ain't got that, you ain't really got nothing. Like I say, you gotta persevere to get that situation. But I mean, you know you will. You got to work hard.
Like, they
For
always,
sure. Because extra shifts.
They always tell me, like, and it's still to this day, because, like, yeah, I'll be in somebody else's vehicle and all that, but it's like, ain't nothing like moving with your own stuff and doing what you want to do.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it ain't. I've been doing it for a while. It's like you think about it, our whole life. We've been out here gone like most of the time. Like
you would never see me call on and be like, yeah, Mom, I'm finna stay tonight at a little shorty house. Cause I already know that's not gonna happen. Yeah. But if I'm in the truck, okay, cool, that's cool. But yeah, like that's why I need my own.
Say what. He bring that truck back. He bring that car like home every night.
Better.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you,
this is last resort. You can't fuck it up.
Yeah, that's true though. You can't though. You like I say, cause think about it. Jalen done been through. That man been gone and on staying other places for a while. Think about life been. You don't really learn some lessons in life.
I done learned a lot of lessons.
Because like, what would you say? Why would you say you learned these lessons? Because like you feel like you just want to be.
I put myself in struggles that I shouldn't never even been in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why you feel like so defiant and not quote unquote listening and not going with the get down to just make stuff easier. How you learned your lesson this time?
Just listening to any and everybody like that's already been through the situation or been through something. Cause like. I can't tell nobody something that I ain't never been through yet. Yeah. Like, exactly. I done put myself in situations that I should never been in, and it done put me down to the bottom. And it's like once I listen and I done got older and realized all the stuff I done been through in the past, it's like, why would you do that? Like,
why even make that decision?
Like if I could go back in time and talk to my younger self at the age I am now, I probably slap myself.
Like,
cause it's like
get yourself right, boy.
Like why would you do that? Like it's a whole if it was a such thing of going back in time, I would change so much stuff I did and do it a different way.
So what's the number one thing you thought you'd change?
I know I would have never left the house.
The first time?
Yeah, I would have never left.
Or the second time?
Another one was probably like I wish I would have took school more serious, for real.
Yeah.
If I would have took school more serious, like I only played high school football one time and didn't even see the field for real.
Yeah.
Knowing
he saw the field or the sideline.
Like, you feel me? And then like knowing I had the skills and I had.
But if you just played more years.
If I played more, like after 8th grade, I didn't touch a football field.
Yeah.
I didn't touch a football. Like, I tried out for basketball, and then I didn't even go back.
But you like the basketball better than football, right?
Yeah, I like the basketball.
You like basketball. Jaden a basketball player.
But he ain't got nothing.
No, you know what it is? He just like he got a football body.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but I can do.
Cool,
I love basketball, but it's just like I never took school serious enough to even pursue anything. Like,
what was the first thing you said? Oh, you the what you said? You the change something. What you said? Oh, you the change from moving with mama or whatever. And that's what I was about to say because I remember when I was standing there a year, right? Remember I was standing there a year. I used to always tell Jalen or whatever. I'm like, hey, now you were 16 then, but this was after that, so this was probably 2 years. I'm like, dog, you need to try to stay with mom them as long as you want to. Like, you see the blueprint of how I did this thing here. Like I say, just do the in the bare minimum. Just do the consistent stuff. Be consistent. Like, put some stuff in there and make some stuff easier for them. They don't even they think you're an asset instead of a liability. Because once you start being a liability, no matter if you're the son or like just somebody off the street, you kind of start getting on my damn nerves now because you're taking stuff away from me instead of like adding stuff, but just keeping the stuff. Like, you're not making me lose any stuff. So when you start making other people lose stuff, they're like, I need to cut this loose end off because you get tired of losing stuff. I would say just be like you said though. Now you're being more consistent, and it come with age or whatever. It come with more wisdom. Like I say, soon enough you'll be saying you get your own place or whatever. You'll be doing your own thing.
Like, then another reason why I say I wish I would have took school more serious, cause y'all said it too. Like, if I would have took school more serious, I would have had a car when I first got my license. As soon as I got my license, I'd have been in my own car.
This man got the most perks ever. Like, this man could get help from so many different directions of people. But like,
just won't do right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the simple stuff.
But get y'all social media.
It was just me being young and thinking I can do everything on my own.
But let Frank answer this question real fast though. You said about stuff that you could change. Like something that's like, cause you only 20, you 22 now, right?
Yeah.
Like think about like some stuff you could change like 4 or 5 years ago, like coming out of high school.
Well, to piggyback off of what he said, I should have took school more serious too. I did try for basketball. I didn't make it, so I pretty much gave up on it. Now I guess I just work all the time now. I'm just trying to stack my bread up and just get my life together now. Yeah. I never really liked school, so I didn't really see a college future for me. Which is fine. I mean,
you gotta learn what you want to learn.
Yep. So at this point, I just want to stack my bread and get my life going in the right direction. That way, I can really do what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had to change anything, I don't think I would change nothing because I probably wouldn't be who I am or where I am at today. So,
yeah, you still want to be you.
Yeah.
I think about that too, but I would definitely change a couple of things, like just to change a couple of reactions to things.
I would say I change how I went about things rather than change the whole situation.
Yeah,
I would change how I went about it.
Exactly, because it's some reactions that you be like, I could have acted a little bit better than that, and I know it because I just wasn't as wise as I am now. I can look back on like that was very immature. Like, it's things that you do that's immature, and that's why they say you do immature stuff, and that's why I look at older people like they so wise. I love to catch some of that wisdom. But y'all give y'all socials though, so we can get up out of here. Got a little short pie today, man. Just drop it back. And matter of fact, before y'all give y'all socials though, I want to say this to the people. I know we've been missing a lot. I know we need to pick back the pace up. We gonna pick the pace up, but we're picking the pace up and saying getting more people on, figuring out what we gonna do, how we gonna schedule these people, whatever. Because I mean, we obviously they know we trying to have people, but I mean maybe they just not even pulling up on us. But it ain't their fault, it ain't our fault. It's just that's our situations. Is just life or whatever. But some point in time we're gonna get somebody on here. We're gonna get a great conversation. Y'all gonna tap back in.
It's great like that.
Give your social, Jalen.
You know what I'm saying? You just add me on the not the Snap, Instagram at Chubbs Demands, and shout out to my boy Fu. Follow him on the ground. We're gonna get him on the pod too, cause my boy working hard in Future Studios.
I see ambitious Few always popping up on the Navy Black Pod.
Yeah,
with the glasses. Sure. I know that. That's tight. Shout out to that. That's real. He been working hard. He was somebody I talked to that time at your party a couple years, but and like you just tell, he was on that straight and narrow. Like, he got a vision, he got a plan, and he gonna execute it. And that's what you got to do in life. Execute your plans. Give yours, Frank.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Franco_2 and I guess follow me on TikTok, Blackout Boy Franco.
Okay.
BLK.
No, just spell it all the way out.
Okay, Blackout Boy.
Blackout Boys. But you can follow me at Y20 because on Twitter, Instagram, Sunday on some guy on the Snap. And I got to say this. Appreciate you, Jalen, for pulling up. Because, like I say, John ain't in the building today because, he had to work and his kid's birthday. So, shout out to the twins. It's their birthday. That's so tight, man. They fine. I bet they all over the place right now, whatever. But appreciate y'all boys pulling up because, like I say, we need help on the way. Jern couldn't be here today. Jalen put up forward, like I say. And, like I say, you talking about leadership and stuff. Like, we asked Jalen to come. I asked you a little earlier in the week or whatever. Just like, if you didn't pull up, I would have to do it. But, like, it's so tight that you can pull up because, like, we don't need you all the time. But we do need you. We know we can count on you. And that's all you need in life. Somebody that you can count on. Just for the small things. Just for an hour and a half, 2 hours on a Sunday. What else we doing? It ain't the worst thing. You could be doing a lot worse than chilling in an environment that you can do the things you want to do. And then, like you say,
it's a vibe, too.
It's a vibe.
It's like...
I feel like you come over here having a conversation, just releasing what's in your brain right now, whatever. And then, like, after we turn this off, then we can get back to regular schedule programming. But this is something you need this every week, and I love doing this.
It's funny, like before, when we get done, before y'all take our headphones off, when y'all take our mic, like, dang, it did feel like you was in a whole different environment because, like, you literally listen to the podcast through the headphone instead of just listening to us talking our regular voice.
And it's so quiet in here. It's like the only thing you hear is us talking or whatever. It's literally
but you hear us talking through the microphones instead of just hearing us talk in the space or whatever.
True, like we talking through the microphones right now.
But you can follow me on IG and Twitter at TheMoneyQB. Follow me on Snapchat at FineAssTwin. Go to the Navy Black Podcast IG and Twitter at Navy Black Pod. Go to the website NavyBlackPodcast.com. Also go to the YouTube, subscribe and like our videos. We just trying to grow, trying to get clout. Type in Navy Black Podcast. It's going to pop up before you even finish. Because we've been doing this thing. We've been not as consistent as we usually be, but we've been doing it for a while. So check us out. We actually got good content. And then you can actually see my pretty face every week. Bring value.
You think you got a pretty face, but hey, everybody know this one, boy. Been way prettier, boy. Got the MVP on that stock count.
But this is the Navy Black Podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Yiddy.
Hopefully with a guest that's gonna get that fire ish.
Yeah, I just say.
Holla at y'all next week though.